Tsunami is fire.
Oh.
I mean, no. A volcano. Nah, that's my bad. A volcano, yeah. A volcano, yeah. It's fire.
They said this whole
It corrupts, yeah.
Dino, it cannot attack you.
My nigga, there used to be
reason for it.
chihuahuas around me.
Huh?
Like the old house where I used to live. They used to be around, like they be at the park, I'd be walking. So, never been. Just one neck, just that one neck. I don't know. Same dog that always just right into me. I'm like, it's probably just gonna pass. Nah, came for my leg. Bit of
Feel like
yes.
Like, what's the injury? An individual who says, "Look, I think I'm strong. I think I'm brave." Right? If you fight these boys by yourself, even though they might whoop your ass, you're brave. If you run away and go get help, you're not brave. That's just how it works.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like different situations, like what I just said. How is that compared to what I just said? Because as a human, you have limitations, bro. You don't have too much arms, like you can carry too much people or too much kids. You know what I mean? So it makes sense.
First of all, that example is extreme. That's some shit from a movie.
That
shit never happened.
Never
A
happened.
tsunami and a fire and a house that's in a tree.
It could happen.
Like, what kind of shit is that?
It could happen.
There's a house on top of the tree, and volcano erupted and hit the house on the tree.
That's where the fire came from. Listen. See how like when it raps here, she flies.
He's trying to make sense out of it. She doesn't make sense,
It
bro.
makes sense.
This is our biggest downfall when it comes to our mental health, our phones. I believe that. Genuinely, I believe that. And so, like I said, two things. It's either you decrease the amount of hours or you use those hours to watch things that will impact you in a positive way. Because there's so much negativity online. And so, if you stay in that environment for too long, you realize that things are just going downhill over time. So, yeah, that's my viewpoint on that. You know?
Even like just to add on to the, like how you saying things are going down, and also the realization after. So that's what like I reckon you should understand what you're going through.
Yeah.
Like even like if you know there's something wrong, then just understand what it is, because then you could be 5 years and then you realize, damn, I've been dealing with this shit.
Yeah.
And then that's when you just like it's gone. It's like it grew over time, and then now it's hitting it because then it's in front of you. But after you just have to look within yourself and then just pretty much just deal with it before it goes massive. And that's also like when things are going down, you can always realize that afterwards.
You're right.
That's the worst part too. Yeah, that's like damn. 36 now, back again with another video. So here we have Dino, we have Moses. So you can check out our socials down in the description, and I also got a little down as well, like what's new, so you can see something that Dino is doing and Moses, his new dance moves and my new beat. So that's the intro right there. So when it comes to the topic, we're gonna get into the video.
Before we actually dive into the topics, you know how we're mentioning about the tsunami thing, yeah?
Oh yeah.
Bro, that's one of my biggest fears, bro. I don't ever wanna just be chilling and then you know, like you're just chilling and then you hear, oh, there's a tsunami like happening where like close by where we live and stuff, you know?
What would you do actually in that situation?
Bro, there's nothing you can do. It's like
Nearby. I'm
bro, do you know how big a tsunami is?
If I hit
Do you know
nearby,
what a tsunami is?
do I know what a tsunami is? Yes, nigga, I know what a tsunami is.
Big water thing like 20
Yes,
10 meters.
I know what that is, man. It's like if I get told it's near, or maybe a volcano near here, happened. And there's water. I be asked how many days I got. I be asked how many days I got.
Yeah.
What if the tell you go like 3
So
days?
what are you gonna do though? What are you gonna do?
I see how many days I got. Right in the Melbourne thingy airport. I'm finding the furthest thingy. If I have to move out the country, I'm out.
You know, 3 days.
So the thing is, They don't tell you. They don't tell you. Oh, it's gonna happen in 2 weeks. Well, that's
not like when
I don't think that's how it happens. From what I know, all I know is they tell you like 2 days or 3 days prior. They're like, oh, we just realized that it's getting severe and it might erupt within a few days, and it's like it just happens out of because if people knew that it's gonna come within a month or 2 weeks, then obviously people would evacuate and go elsewhere. But it's something that just happens, suddenly. Oh, the volcano might erupt in the next few days, and it's like, damn, really? Because it's something that can always happen, but it just never happens,
Yeah, it can happen at any time.
Yeah, it can happen any time, but you just never know when.
Yeah, just be ready.
But I don't think you can be ready.
You can't be ready.
I feel like you just have to do what you can.
How about the tsunami?
My mom told me this story of when the volcano happened back in Goma, where I was born. In what, like all three, I think, or all one or something like that. It's like they were just chilling, and then they started hearing, oh, the volcano in this town, or it's getting severe, and it might erupt within the next few hours, and it's like, whoa.
Few hours.
Say G. And then you start like, and apparently apparently there was a neighbor who was like, nah, I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah, there's always
there's always someone. Apparently he was like, I'm not going anywhere. You won't do anything to me. Apparently it was a pastor or something.
Won't do anything to me.
So he had faith that
he had
faith that it wasn't gonna reach his home or nearby where he lives or whatever, So he stayed there. Everyone else dipped. They started running, and then it go worse. And so all that, like the whole town, where they lived, all the houses that were there, gone, all burnt down. I don't know. I think he survived though, cause eventually he was like, nah, I can't stay. I think eventually he said, nah, bro. I can't stay because I'm gonna die, bro. So but it's something that happens suddenly, and you can't really be ready for it. I don't think.
I don't think it's anything that you can be ready. I feel like you just gotta do what you can.
Yeah, but you just pray, like, man.
Pray you can get out of it.
Hopefully, it does nothing to me,
Damn, volcano, that's a big.
But yeah, those stuff, man. Nature, bro. You don't play with that.
What is the closest volcano to us right now?
I don't think there's any in Australia.
No, there's none.
There's none in Australia. Bro, Australia is so lucky in many ways. Because I saw this thing where apparently, first they don't have a major volcano that can cause harm, and then there's also they can't get earthquakes as well. They don't happen like.
And then you talk about the other day.
Yeah, that was like once.
They said that one was big.
On my bed.
They said it was a massive one too. Like you felt.
It was Mansfield, yeah. I think it came from Mansfield.
I don't know where it came from, bro.
I was told
I'm not sure where it came from, but I heard that Australia barely gets earthquakes compared to the other nations, that are near the islands and stuff. Australia is so lucky; they don't get many.
We're really safe out here.
Yeah, Australia is lucky.
But the heat, it's different.
Man, that is not compared to volcanoes and that. Nah, bro, I'm chilling. I'll stay here.
So, look. I had a few topics here. I don't know which one to start with first. Oh, I think that one actually sways perfectly with what we're talking about, right? It's like we're obviously talking about volcanoes and earthquakes, and obviously that's not our way of leaving Earth. But if today was your last day on planet,
if you knew that,
right? Yeah, if you knew that today was your last day, right? What advice would you give to anyone?
Shit, man. I haven't really lived my life like that right now.
It's hard because then
I'm still like just living life like I'm just learning how to live life right now. But
Since you're learning, right? You said that you're learning, and so it means that from what you've learned, you have some sort of understanding of something at least. And from all the things that you know, what is something that you could pass on to somebody else?
I'll tell you, bro. Appreciate life, man. You never know when you'll go. You know,
Right.
regardless of, you know, what you're chasing, regardless of, you know, what you're trying to achieve, blah, blah, blah.
Mm.
At the end of the day, you don't know when you're going to go, bro.
Yeah.
You know? So you want to just enjoy your life with your close ones, you know what I mean? Because if you go like that, you know, the memories that do, like, stay with the people that's left. You know, obviously you're gone, you know what I'm saying? Some people may believe in afterlife, some people don't.
Yeah.
But you're gone, you know. I personally, I don't believe you can remember Earth, like, after you're gone, you know, like how you lived here and shit. So, all the memories and everything stays with the people that you know, your close ones and everything, you know. So, it depends on how you live your life, you know. You can either leave them sad, you know, or you could either just leave them, you know, they're happy that you lived a good life, you know, you're a happy guy. You know, you're always nice to everybody. You know what I'm saying? There's that. So, I'll just tell somebody, bro, live your life. But also, don't be like, oh, because I don't know when I'll go. I won't chase anything, you know?
Right. Don't be reckless.
I'm just going to be, you know, just go with the flow type thing. Oh, I'm going to do this. Nah, I'm too lazy to work. Fuck that, man.
Yeah.
Nah. You never know. But at the same time, you're living, you know. People can live up to 100, even more. You never know. You could be that person. So, create your life, live life, chase what you gotta chase. It's part of living. If you don't chase, it's like you're restricting yourself to something. Because I've actually seen some people on social media, they're like, bro, you don't know when you're gonna go. You live your life. Make stupid mistakes. That's what life's about. I'm like, man, don't make stupid mistakes on purpose.
Oh, yeah.
Like, bro.
Well, I think that's what they mean, though.
Hmm?
Make stupid mistakes, but I don't think they mean purposely. It's like
Nah,
go out
bro,
there,
this-
go.
this-
No,
this-
it's like go
this-
out
this-
there,
Knowingly, there's
go out there and do something. But then, if it doesn't go how you want it, then I guess it's a
Bro, there's some clear mistakes that people just do, like it's clearly down. Like, you know what? I know you gotta live life, but there's other ways to live life other than putting your life at risk because you don't know when you're gonna go. Nah, bro. Nah. So I would just tell someone, hey, bro, live your life, but also just live it like I know a human being will live, but be happy though. Don't be too stressed. You know?
appreciate life. Yeah.
Like it's not too serious like that.
I see. Kevin.
For me, so run up the question.
The question is, if today was like the last day of the planet, you know, what advice would you pass on to somebody else?
If advice I would give to someone, if it was my last day and advice I give to someone, it's pretty much just keep learning new things.
Keep learning new things.
While you're doing it, learn to be happy while you're doing it. And I feel like that's those things that you need, and then everything else follows through. Just keep learning new things and just be happy while you're doing it, or learn to make yourself happy while you're doing it.
Okay. I see.
Learn to make yourself happy, or should you
Internal.
learn new things?
Not external happiness.
So choose something that makes you happy. Is that what you mean? Or try and do something to be happy.
Oh, it means just learning. Let's say for me, if I want to learn something that I really want to do, I learn that, and that's gonna benefit me in the future. And then through that, you always gotta learn how to make yourself happy too. Cool. And then both of them at the same time, it's gonna be able to pretty much balance it out. You're doing something that you like, or you're doing something that you wanted to do to learn something, and you're learning how you can make yourself happy. And I feel like if you're not doing those two things, there's not really much you can do.
That makes a lot more sense. I feel like this one, the one I'm about to say, will be somewhat similar to the one Dino said, but it's to always work hard and put effort into things that you want to achieve, you know. Because I feel like if you don't work hard, you're gonna become lazy. If you become lazy, then you'll never achieve anything. If you don't achieve anything,
you're not really living life on your
depressed. Right, you become depressed. Anxiety takes over, and then you don't want to live anymore. So you have to remember that all these things build up into who you become. You and yeah, so just always try to work hard and
But also enjoy it in enjoy the process.
yeah. Obviously, work hard in things that you actually want to achieve. Though. Don't just work hard towards anything that you don't even enjoy, because then what's the point? You know, it has to be something that you truly want to do, and so you work hard towards it, because then there's a purpose. But yeah, man, yeah. Look, it's the one Kevin wanted to talk about. It's about mental health.
Yeah. I feel like it's just one of the things that we don't
Mental health.
talk about.
Well, how do you think someone can improve their mental health? Well, I know a lot of people obviously struggle with this, and I know we've all at some point, you know, had problems with it. And so, how can we improve it, and how can we avoid things that can impact our mental state? You know, how can we avoid those things?
Okay, I can go first.
Go ahead.
So, how can we avoid it? I would say it's just first you have to obviously understand what you're going through, and I feel like that's the first step that you have to take through, to actually get to actually help yourself and get the help that you need.
Yeah.
So the first thing would be just to understand what you're going through and what's there is actually there, because then sometimes you can be thinking of something that's not actually there, but you convince yourself that's there. So that the first thing is acknowledging what you're going through. And then if it's depression, then you understand and talk to someone, because then you don't want to self-diagnose yourself. So then I said that wrong. You don't want to put some names on yourself, some labels on yourself. So, oh, I'm depressed, or I have anxiety, or I have this, I have that. Because then, like, your mind can be a very powerful thing. You could say one other thing.
You know, sorry to cut you off, but one thing I've heard in the past is that people who go through these struggles, they actually do speak to people, and nothing happens. So, well, what do you think people can do about that?
I feel like just
they say that, you know, they've spoken to their friends don't help. At times they can speak to a professional. It gets better a little bit, but then it just gets worse again, and it's like, what can I do after that, you know?
because one thing that was one other thing too, because do you believe like what you're doing is working?
Right.
Because then you also got to think like, yeah, I'm doing something that's gonna help me.
Yeah.
But am I believing in that thing, or can I see that it's doing something? Because I'm like, yeah, if you're doing something, you're not giving your full, like you're actually wanting to get something out of it. Then you're gonna also convince yourself or to focus on the negative points and actually the positive points. So let's say you've spoken, you had a good therapy session, and the therapist talked about some good points, and then you only focus on the bad points, and then your conclusion, or nothing's working, or that didn't do what, that's not how I wanted it, or they didn't fix what I wanted. And then like, I feel like when it comes to like just solving something, it's not always gonna be how you want it, but you also just gotta trust the process, and then speak to the right people. So step one, understand what it is. Step two, understand who to speak to, which is a therapist, and then a psychologist, and then just step three, just going through its process. It might take you 1 month, might take you a whole year, but you just gotta trust in the process.
The whole mental health thing is broad, you know, as we all know, right? But honestly, I would say that one of the biggest problems is our phones, and how long we spend on our phones, and what we're consuming when we use these phones. Because, you know, the things that you watch, the things that you listen to, are what forms your reality, right? And so if you're consuming so much negative energy from your phones, it's like, how do you expect your life to be positive? How do you expect your mental health to be positive? You know? And so it's either you minimize the amount of hours you're using your phone, or you watch things that will improve your mental state, you know, in a positive way, obviously. So watching people that inspire you, for instance, or just motivational videos. And actually, don't just watch them though. Actually, like, watch it and try to act on them, you know, and set small goals too. Because smaller goals lead to bigger goals as well. And so that also, I feel like it improves your mentality positively as well. So yeah, I would say that this is our biggest downfall when it comes to our mental health, our phones. I believe that, genuinely I believe that. And so, like I said, two things. It's either you decrease the amount of hours or you use those hours to watch things that will impact you in a positive way. Because there's so much negativity online. And so if you stay in that environment for too long, you realize that things are just going downhill over time. So yeah, that's my viewpoint on that. You know?
Even like just to add on to the, like how you saying things are going down. Yeah. And also the realization after. So that's all like I reckon you should understand what you're going through.
Yeah.
And, like even like if you know there's something wrong, then just understand what it is. Because then you could be 5 years and then you realize, damn, I've been dealing with this shit.
Yeah.
And then that's when you just like it's gone. It's like it grew over time, and then now it's hitting you because then it's in front of you. But after you just have to look within yourself and then just pretty much just deal with it before it goes massive. And that's also like when things are going down, you can always realize that afterwards.
You're right.
That's the worst part too. Yeah, that's like damn.
Sometimes we feel a certain way, but we don't understand why we're feeling like that. And so the reason I said our phones are our biggest enemies when it comes to that is because if you don't put your phone down and actually sit down with yourself for a few hours, you will never be able to speak to yourself. You will never be able to get that time where you get to ask yourself questions. Why am I feeling like this? Why am I going through this? Because obviously you're spending that time on the phone. And yeah, like honestly, the moment you start feeling weird, you know, you genuinely need to sit down with yourself. Like it's like a meeting, you know, like a meeting with yourself. And I know it looks weird and it sounds weird, but we actually need it. Well, for instance, that's what I do. That's what I've started doing. It's not something I used to do. It's something I've started doing, and it helps a lot. Cause I don't just go on my phone anymore, just scrolling for no reason. And now I actually genuinely scroll with a purpose. For instance, I want to learn new things in terms of moves or just anything that can motivate me, you know? I just got laughing. No, but you know, you understand the point. It's like you have to start watching things that impact you in a positive way. Because like I said before, there's so much negativity online. You just see, you ever read comments? It's just people arguing. Like,
bro, I swear to God, every time I watch a video,
it's just people arguing, bro.
I always gotta read the comment.
Oh, that's so good.
And that's also bad. I've stopped doing that too. It's like reading comments.
Nah, it's funny to me.
I've stopped doing that.
I don't take it personal.
No.
I don't try to drag.
Here's the thing, yeah. A video might be like positive, but there will always be someone.
Oh, there's always that person.
Always someone who's like, oh, why is he walking like that? It's like, are you serious? Yeah. So you didn't see the positivity in the video. You only saw the negativity in it, and you have to comment on it. And you have to remember, people follow others, and so if someone sees that, you're gonna be like, "True, why is he walking like that?" You know.
And
then someone else like, "Oh yeah, his legs are weird." You know. That's how it starts. Like it just needs one person, and then the whole trend just starts going. That's why I've stopped reading comments, bro. For real.
Nah, to me,
I've stopped.
I gotta see what else, you know, these niggas say, right? Cause I look at the video, I like, you know, I get my idea on it and everything. But I also want to see why the majority that, you know, watch this video. Not on it. You know, I don't be in the comments like replying. It's like, nah, bro, you wrong. Nah, I'm not one of them niggas. I've never replied to a comment. But I be reading that. You know what I'm saying? It gives you like an idea of different type of people. What do you think, you know, when it comes to like...
But it makes you also care more about what people think if you don't realize that. It's like, every video that you watch, you have to click the comment section. You have to.
Nah,
That's what happened.
Because I watched it for a reason. I watched it because I wanted to, get some information of that video. About the
Really?
information.
Every video you.
What? So you telling me? So why you watch a video?
Huh?
Why you watch a video?
Well, back then I used to watch whatever, but now I'm calculated in the videos that I watch.
So yeah, whatever video you watch, you gain some new knowledge from it, don't you?
Yeah. Now, yeah.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like regardless of whatever video, you gain something from it. Like either you know something new, someplace new,
No, it's not about the comments.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I go in the comments. Like, all right, let me see what this niggas gotta say too. You know what I'm saying?
What?
It's not negative. It depends how you take it.
No, he was saying every single video that you gotta.
If a video is ass, I'm
saying every single video. I used to do that, and most people do that. It happens subconsciously. You just click the comment section.
Nah, if I see a funny video, I'm going in the comment.
Did you explain a bit about
the mental health?
The mental health.
Nah, bro.
Like, look, the reason Dino didn't explain it is because Dino doesn't go through these things, man.
He's trying to try.
It's a man of steel.
To be honest,
Dino's a strong man. He doesn't go through what a general human being goes through. And so, the reason you didn't see Dino speak on this is because his mentality is still.
That's true.
Yeah, see, it's true.
That's true, man.
Yeah.
You answered my
So
question.
tell him how you made it still, man.
Alright, I was just like that. I was born to this world. I was a different breed. When it comes to this.
Got to stuff.
When it comes to this soft stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, to be honest, I've never really been in a low state like that though. To a point where I have to hey bro, hold yourself together. I know probably gonna come sometime. But
what do you think though?
What I think what? Bro, I'm like I said, I'm still learning life, you know what I'm saying? The more you grow.
So if you're still learning life, I'm surprised. If you're still learning life, I'm surprised you haven't had that moment where.
That's why I'm surprised too. Maybe I'm just a different breed out here.
Okay. Is it that you haven't experienced it, or is it that you're denying that you haven't gone through it?
Why would I deny it?
Because people face it differently.
There's no point in denying.
No. People face it differently.
Me?
What others do is they'll go online, say how they feel. What others would do is go speak to people, and others would usually deal with it themselves, which is what I do, and I'm sure you do that. I think Kevin speaks to people, right?
Yeah.
And so, just because you deal with it by yourself doesn't mean you haven't faced it. I think that's what.
Nah, I'm not saying I'll know if I face something,
Oh,
it's deep.
right? So your whole life,
I
your
know.
whole 20,
I don't need to go through
all
it
these
'cause I
years,
know.
Dino has never had a rough time. Never.
Because you know it.
Not that deep to a point where it affects my mental health. No.
Man, I aspire to be like you, right?
You know something about this nigga. You know what? You know something about it? Everything that he ever goes through, he thinks everybody else has been through it.
I know we're all human, bro.
I feel because me, I used to be.
Everyone has their time.
Everyone is human. I know you felt anger, you felt happiness, you felt depressed, you felt all these emotions, you felt them.
Yeah, like
However, how you deal with them is different.
Like I said, it wasn't deep enough.
But did you have it though?
Yeah, but it wasn't deep enough to affect my mental health.
Okay. What?
I think it was no.
So how do you think depression happens in your stomach?
Oh my god.
Nigga, it happens in your head. Your mental, nigga. That's where it starts, Dino, in your mental.
That's why I say it's not deep enough for me.
But did it happen? That's wrong.
What he meant, it's not painful enough. Me up, bro. It's not painful enough for him to break the man of steel. To break the shield.
Huh? If it happened, then it happened.
Yeah, not deep enough to a point. I have to come together. Hey, Dino. You're like it, man. You have to come together.
Nah, so what you're dealing with it is like the thing that you obviously have to go through. It's how you deal with it. Cause me, one thing that I used to deal with CGS, I never dealt with it, and to me, I was like, I'm dealing with it. You know, you pull out it's like you're fighting negativity. You just put it like really well, and then it's just like that's done. Or you probably just distract yourself or just pretty much just keep yourself busy.
Yeah.
For me, I feel like once you get a girl or Dino's gonna have a little moment where niggas crying, he's blowing his eyes out, that's when you're gonna realize.
Nah.
What?
That's gonna be the worst.
What?
Once that happens, it's gonna be the worst for you.
It's also never happened to me.
It's gonna be the worst for you. No, wait, get a girl.
Yeah, like when I had one,
Yeah. You cried, yeah?
No, what? For what?
It's like, what?
Niggas don't even know.
Niggas-
Nah.
I've cried, bro. I've cried. I used to be like, it's not like I'm crying or the girl, I miss my girl or like.
No, that was
It's
that
more
was
like-
some weird shit, bro.
It's more like the seriousness of a relationship. It's that you have a lot to lose and you don't want to like kind of lose that.
You don't want to lose
And
it.
then it's like the build from only it's obviously 2 years, and then you kind of understand that, and then you know you don't wanna, you just don't want to lose it.
So you cried?
Hey, it's emotions,
Well,
and you know obviously
no, listen.
it wasn't just about the relationship too. It's also like about me too, because you know you haven't dealt with shit better, and I'm still trying to learn to deal with my shit.
Or was something about to go down or something?
No. So just on the things that to communicate better, just so like things that we should have done in the past. Obviously, people bringing the baggage into the shit, and they can't deal with their shit, and then that feeds onto the other person.
Yeah.
And then that's also goes on with that. It got to a point where we're kind of arguing, like, hey, we need to do things better. And then now, on my part, I got my own shit. I'm still trying to get better, and then it gets too much. It's like, damn. You need to drop the tea.
Cried, yeah.
And then through that, it actually felt better.
Yeah. I watched a video. Someone was saying crying is like a way to heal or something.
It's good, because then it kind of just shows you.
Don't refrain from crying. If you gotta cry, man.
If you're gonna cry,
How
like,
often do you cry, Dino?
I can't remember the last time I actually cried though.
Remember this guy said he's never cried?
I said I can't remember.
No. You said
nah, you said never cried on the
This guy
daily.
said
In
he's
my
never
life,
cried.
on the daily.
On the
Who
daily,
cries on
yeah.
the daily? Bro?
It said on the daily.
Who cries on the daily? Do you cry on the daily? Did you cry today?
No,
How many times you cried today, bro?
None.
Set.
No, but you said you've never cried. I remember that shit, bro.
I mean, it's just
I used to be a crybaby when I was young.
Yeah.
My mom
So
used
that's
to
why
hate
like
that
this.
shit. She's surprised how I turned out to be. She used to think I was gonna be so soft. I feel like I used to. Nah, I remember there was sometimes I
Not
used to
soft in
drag.
a sense. This nigga runs away from chihuahuas and shit. Little ass
I
dogs.
was that soft.
That's soft.
You
You know-
know?
A tiny dog like this. Dino sees. Nah. Hey man, I'm gonna have to. A little bro.
You know why I don't
dog,
like
what's a little dog gonna do to you?
He can bite me, nigga, and I can't do nothing to it. Cause
A dog
Wait,
is
one
big.
day.
A dog.
I can't really do nothing to it. If I do that, to I mean shit.
A dog this big will bite you.
If it was me in it, like in the bushes,
What's gonna
where
bite
I
you?
know it doesn't have an owner. Oh, we fine. Yeah, I can't do it. I can't. Oh, you hit my dog.
You know, first of all, one thing you need to realize: a dog will not bite you, unless
Oh, nigga, I've been beaten before.
unless it's either being sent or it feels threatened by you.
Nah,
Right?
that's some bullshit.
Or
You see the whole house where I used to live? They used to beat them niggas. They used to beat it. Near the park. I was just having to walk in my
And
shorts.
plus, you can look at a dog and you can tell this dog is aggressive.
Oh, now it's about aggressive.
Yeah. Some dogs, this guy will see a dog chilling,
No, but wait,
walking towards you. Nah.
Next time you see a doggy come up to you, literally go down to its level and pat it.
Nah, nigga.
Nigga, depends what dog, my nigga.
No. Obviously,
I pat dogs
You can't do
before.
that with any
I
dog.
pat dogs
Obviously,
before.
if the dog is coming, you're like woof woof woof.
Yeah.
Obviously, just stay away.
Nah.
But if it's coming just like you're doing nothing,
Yeah, if it's just walking, that it cannot attack you.
My
There's
nigga,
no,
there used
there's
to
no
be
reason for it.
chihuahuas around me.
Huh?
Like the old house where I used to live.
Mm.
They used to be around like they be at the park, I'd be walking. So, never been. Just one neck, just that one neck. I don't know. Same dog that always he just
Yeah.
right into me. I'm like, it's probably just gonna pass. Nah, came for my leg. Beat
I feel like,
Yes.
where's the injury, nigga?
Nigga, that was ages ago. That was like what?
Okay, did it leave marks? Like,
Nigga, I was bleeding, yeah.
yeah?
See,
It's been traumatized.
nah, because that showed me that these dogs
It's
are.
been traumatized. Not chihuahuas, it runs.
This guy, listen.
Little chihuahuas, this nigga run.
That showed me that these dogs are random. They be having mixed
You
emotions.
think of the worst.
So they would be cool. I bet that dog don't bite. The owner even tell you, I don't bite.
So you think this dog, cause when you used to walk around this park, did you get in contact with it? Did you even go talk, like,
Yes,
hang
nigga.
around with it?
Yes.
How long for?
Like I be chilling the pull up. You see how the people pull up with their dogs at the park or some shit, stuff like that. I be chilling, running by, blah blah blah. I'm always there. Hell of times. Just that one
With
day.
the dog.
Yeah, they had two of them. The black one and the white.
How often did you do this?
The what?
Or did it?
Cause my park, yeah. My park is like next to my house.
Nigga, I don't want back stories.
Yeah, what?
I'm asking, how often did you hang around this dog at the park?
How often? I didn't hang
6
around.
now. Story time.
I didn't hang around. I be seeing it. They just hang like around.
Then it's not used to you. It may.
Nah, nigga. What they used to
It's
me or
not.
no? You shouldn't
If
bite
the
me.
dog is used to you.
Oh, so it's alright if it's not used to me. You can bite me.
No.
Is that what you're saying?
If a dog is used to you, yeah, he can't do that shit to you. Because the way you're telling me the story is like, I was used to this dog. But then
When
if
did
he
I
was
say I
used
was
to
used
you,
to
you wouldn't do that.
Like, all I said was, I'd be sitting around there or maybe be on a swing or something.
But anyways,
They're running around.
whatever. You should be running away from Chihuahua.
Oh, I wasn't even running. Because I'm used to them being around. I
I'm
was
saying
just having to walk.
Chihuahuas. You run from Chihuahuas.
I don't run.
Eh.
Yeah,
Just running.
Bro, I remember this time.
Man, if I say dog before first instinct, I got traumatized too.
You got one?
Yeah, I got
What
traumatized. But this one, they didn't do anything. I saw the dog obviously in Africa. People had dogs, then you see them.
The African ones.
The African ones,
Yeah,
the
ones-
feral
That's the shit.
They don't. Some of them are feral, but I just never liked that. And then now we came back here, saw the dog. I was like, hey. First thing I didn't even ask question. I seen the dog. I figured I liked it. But now it's just like now I can just go there and do a little pat. It's not gonna be that bad.
You know what makes it worse? Like, it can be embarrassing if the owner is there. Because, the owner knows, like, this dog is calm. Yeah. But when they see you running away from it, it makes you look like,
Now, for me, like, I don't mess around with chihuahuas. Why? They're small. Them niggas are quick for some reason.
They can't do harm to you. Their little mouth is this big, bro.
Nigga, if I bleed, that's harm to me.
Oh, man. Nah, this guy.
So it's alright. That nigga can pull out every time. Just
so the mouth is this big. What? Huh? What? Nah.
This guy doesn't get it. Plus, for me, it depends with how the dog look too. There's some like dogs that are just quiet. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually gonna get a dog.
Speaking about this, yeah, which animal, and this can be a wild animal or a pet, which animal do you admire the most or feel like you have a connection with the most?
What? Man.
Do you have any?
You have a connection with an animal?
Okay, obviously. Obviously not a connection because you don't.
So, why do you arm me? What? Do you have a connection with an animal?
No,
obviously not like.
So what's the connection?
Let me rephrase, but obviously not like a friendship, right? Obviously not a friendship, but which animal do you look at and you feel as though there's a lot in common that it has with you, in the way that it acts, in the way that it just is, Because some people will say, a tiger, maybe, the way it is, they feel as though there's some sort of like, I don't know how you niggas are not understand. Like, you're trying to make me look stupid right now.
I understand, bro. I understand.
Nah, I know what it's talking
But
about.
so the way
some people admire like elephants, right? In the way that they can say it's very like brave, it's it's brave, it's tough, and it can be it plays with kids, so it's also kind in a way. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
I'm confused. I understand the whole just the brave. Some animals are seen as more brave, and some animals.
Some animals are tender and
Yeah.
they
friendly, playful,
right?
enjoy.
Yeah. So in that's why I'm asking, like, which animal do you feel as though
You're connected.
You have the similar.
what's wrong with this
Why
guy?
do you use that word?
Are you brave? Are you brave?
Me?
Yeah.
Depends.
Well, you just brave, just in general. Are you brave?
Are you brave or weak?
Are you scared of the duck?
Duck.
They're scared of you.
Are you scared of the duck?
Jack.
If you're scared of the duck,
Are you scared of duck?
I'm not scared of the duck. It depends. It depends.
This
Though.
nigga won't let that go.
Huh?
Depends though.
I don't know how you said brave, bro. This guy scared of little dogs and shit.
I said
Nah.
I'm scared of just that one.
Okay, did you have?
Traumatized. It was traumatized.
Alright, if it happened, I don't wanna hear
It
it.
was just,
Especially when I was fresh here.
Mm.
Nah, bro. First, I never seen dogs that smoke.
Right.
You know, running around.
So that's what scared
loud
you.
as shit too.
So that's what scared you. The fact that it was tiny and it was
It's the
so.
fact that I couldn't just kick it like a ball. You know what I'm saying?
Something wrong with this guy. But yeah, like, you know? Does that make sense?
I've never thought about it though.
Oh, okay.
I never thought about
man, I feel. I would say cat, but
Cat?
that could be.
them niggas are mixed emotions and shit. Next minute is doing this. Next
Why?
minute that.
Okay, cat, yeah, but why?
I feel connect, like being comfortable. It's just
It's-
like the braveness of it. And
Brave.
Cats are actually not a-
outside.
they're
They're
not
not scared of anything. They go to war.
Actually, no. I was gonna say they're very brave, but I wouldn't say they are.
No.
They're not brave.
No, what the heck?
Cats are not brave.
No.
Because sometimes you hear some weird, like
Them Chihuahuas are brave.
Well,
this is very,
yeah.
this is
they're very stubborn.
Ooh.
They do whatever.
George, I don't
You
know
see a big dog, still go to
Yeah. It's like, bro,
like what?
big dog can,
Yeah.
can mess you up. But some people will say giraffes. I don't know why.
What? Them niggas are boring slow ass.
I've heard rhino. What else? Usually lion is very popular. Lion.
Everybody think they're strong, huh?
Yeah. I like lions too, bro. I like lions, man.
I like lions, but
I feel like
at the same time,
lion is very it's admired by a lot of people.
Up to the panther or something.
them niggas go.
They're
gonna get what they want.
There's just something about it that shows like royalty or like just being,
No wonder they call him the king of the jungle.
yeah, king of the jungle, whatever.
Some-
And like
Everyone's big.
if you've watched like even a video, like random video on YouTube, just the way it walks, yeah, there's something about it that just like,
so powerful.
yeah, it's so powerful, and like, especially the male lions when they have the fur and shit.
Yeah. Like
No.
you don't know to mess around with that.
Yeah, like bro.
And it's filled by almost like a lot of
anyone,
like,
bro, it's crazy.
it's filled
And,
by like except the
and
elephant.
the thing is, like in videos they don't look that large. Then there was this video I saw of the lady recording it, and it was close to the car, and bro, animals are these animals are huge.
Yeah, I
bro.
never
Like,
used
what
to
the
know.
hell?
Them niggas are
Get yourself one.
what?
Nah.
Having the
No
bag.
way,
It's like,
bro,
hey,
no
come
way.
see my cat.
But them niggas like his head could be here. Like
Bro, they're large animals, man. It's insane. But I like the little cubs, the little child that they produce.
Little small,
That's what I'll probably keep.
The grown to like
Nah.
But as soon as they start reaching the need level,
time to
like,
go.
hey man,
Time to go.
I'm gonna have to let you go.
Time to go.
Cause if I live in my house for a few more years, nah.
Yeah, I think there's a story my mom told me once. Like some guy had like a lion, cow, whatever.
Yeah,
Had him, he also had kids.
yeah.
Like the guy had kids, and he just like he had it young, so he grew up over the years. They thought, oh, since he grew up with us, you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
It's not gonna bite no one. It's not gonna. Apparently that nigga left one day for work, but they we came back. Oh, it's the age for them kids. You know what I'm saying?
the kids will live with themselves for the
I mean, over the years, don't go comfortable.
Mm.
No, that's too comfortable.
He
Don't
thought like
something
he was
comfortable.
he's gonna adapt or get used to the kids. Yeah.
Yeah, especially since
Bro.
it's not in the jungle. It doesn't have. Nah, bro.
Well, wild animals don't work like that.
It don't work like that,
As soon as they're hungry, done, like finished,
So
bro.
this nigga been annoying me anyway. I didn't figure
Yeah.
out this.
I don't wanna be here anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, wild animals, bro.
Nah,
They're not like pets, bro.
Yeah.
This guy gets hungry, done, we're finished.
That's like
Me
sweet.
die before. Nah, nigga. Food comes first.
It's like with animals, like the first thing they think about is you're hungry, food, get food. Or get food and then just find the food.
Because survival instincts. Man.
Yeah, survival.
So yeah, that's some dead shit, man. That's some dead. So
Yeah, get back on top. Get back on top.
shit, I love stuff.
But I think for I don't know why like all these other animals fear this little group. There's animals
You
way
don't know
large.
why?
There's animals way larger than a thing, though.
I know one thing is elephants.
Like imagine if elephants hunted like in a group. No one's touching them niggas.
Yeah.
No, you know.
They're peaceful. That's
You know?
them niggas just peaceful. They be minding their
Like
own business.
no animal would touch it, bro. That's the thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, they'll finish. Yeah.
Finish, bro.
Just go over. Literally
them
go
niggas
over
can
the-
take over if they want.
Right, if they want to.
Oh, I wanna be king of the jungle. Or go to the lions. Think I do shit.
Yeah.
Just run them over.
But I've also never seen a fight between
Oh, I've seen them.
an elephant and a lion.
Ooh, a lion was trying to go for the key. For the elephant,
And then
like key.
elephant was like, nah, nigga.
Was dead for that nigga. Then he goes, oh, in the air.
Say, man, it's fruit in the air.
Yeah. And then he started like, after that nigga like hit the ground, he wanted to like step on him and shit. And then, go.
Oh, if that's a step on you, you're done, bro.
Gone.
Steps on you? What? Ah, you're finished. You're gone.
That shit was gone, man.
You're gone.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
It's the bravery.
I think only probably a rhino maybe would sustain the step of an elephant, because rhinos too big as
Don't they have
animals.
questions like speed or like?
Oh, they fast. They big, but they're fast.
But elephants?
No, rhino.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's fast.
Yeah.
Now, the thing, I think the reason lions are like, labeled as like, kings and royalty and all that is because these niggas, their bravery is next level.
But could you argue that the bravery comes from the fact that there's a group of them?
Nah, sometimes just one of them. You go in a group or just to find
Yeah,
one.
but when it's just one, actually,
Bruh.
when it's one, I've seen videos where when it's one and like there's a bunch of, let's say, buffaloes or whatever, it will run and it will go get the rest of the group, you know. So I'm trying to see like, is that bravery? That's not bravery. The bravery comes from when everyone is there. That's when you like.
I think they can measure, like, they know, oh, this nigga can fuck me up. I'm pretty sure they know that.
Or it's just like it's just one of them goes look here for the food, and it comes like, I found some. Just goes with everyone else. Once everyone else, oh, you're doing that, you get the head, you get the leg.
Yeah.
But that's cool. Just like that's bad.
I think
Now
it's.
let's just hunt like crazy.
I
like
think
that.
it's an important lesson because some people like to work by themselves, right? And I think the way I see it is like, obviously, those animals have shown that it's way better to work in a community, or perhaps not just by yourself. Like you need people to help you in order to achieve certain goals. Now, I know some people may disagree with that because they'll say, oh, I achieve more when I do by myself. But from what I've learned from these animals is that once they work as a pride is what the whole group of lions is called. Once they work as a pride, they usually, the success rate goes way higher, like they're more likely to kill and eat and, feed the little kids too and stuff. So, yeah, what do you guys think? Is it better you do things by yourself and trusting your work rate? Is it much better?
You might be brave enough to do something, but it probably needs more people to get it done. Doesn't mean it's scared when it go against the whole pack. Maybe because like, bro, I'm brave, but I'm gonna need some hands. I need help to get this nigga done.
If you're brave, that means you trust yourself, though. Like you if you're brave, you trust your work rate. You trust yourself pretty much. That's the meaning of bravery. So when you go ask for help, that's no longer bravery. That's now you're receiving help.
What?
That's not bravery anymore.
But you still brave.
Brave, okay,
No,
brave was the example of David and Goliath. You know, you're a small guy. You're fighting someone who's double or triple your height, way larger than you, and all you have is a little a little stone to take him down. That's a sign of bravery. A lot of people in that would run away and say, "Man, this guy messed me up," right? But so what he did was took the stone, hit him, killed him, right? That's a sign of bravery. But usually a lion, when he's trying to kill an animal bigger than it itself, he will go call his boys. He's like, "Hey man, the job over here is a bit
No, listen, he might be brave, but let's say, for example, what he's trying to kill is too heavy. You know, he might, like...
Oh, it's a quick kill.
Yeah. He's not scared, but, like, it probably take him longer to get it done. So he's trying to get it done quickly. Are you going to say that's him being not brave?
I feel like mine is tired.
Yeah, like, bro, I ain't got this
Searching without me.
I found one, but it's too big, bro. I might need some help to, like, put this thing
The
down.
miss right there, but I'm too tired to run again.
Yeah.
To get a run
But
back.
you gonna say that's not brave?
no,
What?
It's not brave?
no."
So what you think brave? I feel like for brave, it's like you're putting yourself in a situation but still get through it.
Yeah. I believe that bravery is when a task may be too large, but you trust your instincts. You trust your.
So you're saying bravery can include two people?
I believe that bravery. No. There's a difference here. I believe that if you go ask for help, it's no longer bravery. In the way I see it, it's like if you ask for help, it's no longer bravery because you didn't do it by yourself. Bravery is an individual effort. In the way I see it, so I believe.
Wow, man, you believe wrong. You believe very wrong.
You know Samson. I think that's how you say his name. The guy who fought a lion in the Bible and he spread his mouth apart. That's bravery. I know that this task is way bigger than me, but I trust myself. I have faith that I will get through it. You know, I don't need anyone's help. I believe in myself that I'll get it done. And so that faith itself is what drives you to get it done, even though the task is way bigger than you or way stronger than you. That's what I see as bravery.
Say for example, when
If you go to the task and then you're like, man, this shit is a bit too much, and then let me go call up Dino. It's like that's not what I see as bravery.
You're still brave, but
It's not bravery. If you were brave, you do it yourself.
It's an individual thing. It's an individual character.
Yeah.
It's an individual trait. So once that's not individual anymore, then
it's like a shared effort. I don't see it as bravery.
I understand it now.
if you're scared, you shouldn't be two people. Say for example, when it was like killing the lion. And shit.
Yeah.
As a human being, you may not be scared, but you realize shit. I'm like I don't have the muscle to go through with this. You're still brave. You're not scared of that.
It's like looking death in the eyes.
Again, you don't trust yourself enough.
It's not trusting yourself, bro. You
Pretty
go
much,
all the way.
Guy, if you trusted yourself, you would get it done by yourself.
Yeah, you trust yourself, but then you realize this nigga.
You realize what? What happens when you realize
This nigga.
Okay, you have to think about that.
No.
What happens when you realize? What realization?
Like you're not scared.
Okay, what's the realization for?
You're pussy.
You
can't do
it. No, you realize, like, okay, so I may have underestimated this, but doesn't mean, now I'm scared, I'm not brave anymore, I want to run away. No, it's like, hey, bro.
At that moment, you're not brave. But it doesn't mean that you're not a brave person. At that, you're hunting, you see little things, and you better go. You can attack it. Bro. But you choosing not to go there. You're no longer brave.
Now you're just thinking of ways now.
Obviously, in that instance, you're not brave. There can be other instances where you overcome that and you take down whatever. But in that, you're not brave at all. If you were brave, then you will take it down yourself, or you trust yourself to take it down. But the fact that you go and ask for help, in that moment, you're not
Okay,
brave.
let's say for example you're in a war, yeah. Your arm is out, it's shot, it's gone. You only have one arm.
Yeah.
You're still brave, yeah. You're like, let's say for example you're shooting, blah blah blah, and then your gun runs out. But there's a nigga right there with the gun. This nigga coming, is getting closer to about to shoot.
Example.
Nah, listen. Nah, listen.
What kind of example?
Okay.
Nah,
You
listen.
don't even have the tools to take this thing down.
Yeah, so are you gonna say it was brave before? No.
Nah, come
Are you gonna
on.
say, oh, now it's like,
Dino, come on, bro.
he's still brave to be there, and this nigga is like, hey.
Nah.
Nah, you gotta understand it.
Nah.
Two people can be brave and help.
Dino, that example was shit, bro.
Maybe it was shit, maybe it
Example
was
was
shit.
shit.
Just tell him, shit me, I'm brave. I'm brave.
Dino, obviously, right? Obviously, I'm not saying that if you go ask for help, then you're no longer brave ever. In that instance, you're not brave. However, there are other instances that shows that you're brave. That's why a lion is the way it is, because although in this instance it may seem weak, it will make up for it.
Nah.
It will say, look, all right, maybe I lacked
I
in
need
that
people's
one.
opinion on this.
Maybe I lacked in this
I'm going
one.
to continue this topic with someone else.
You know?
Stay here.
You know, it's common sense, bro.
Nah, man.
Common sense.
No, brave is an individual trait.
Brave
Not a
is an
collective
individual trait. That's why someone can be what do you say?
You can be brave, but they can't be brave. But yeah, you can call them as brave people.
Because you have to think about it like this. Someone who's referred to as a hero is usually brave, right?
Yeah, are you gonna tell me
Right.
they did all that shit by themselves?
Why is someone characterized as a hero? Why isn't it like let's say, let me see, who's someone that is seen as a hero? Let's say Jesus, right? Jesus is seen as a hero, right? Let's say that moment when they were telling him, hey man, we're about to crucify you, right? What if it was like, hey man,
Oh, nothing like that.
I don't know.
No.
I don't know if I'm ready for those nails in me, man. I'll go get someone else, you know.
Pretty much.
So he
Right.
can say the nails, you know. It's like you're no longer.
That's a
hero.
different situation.
Imagine, you know. So let's say there's people over there, or there's something over there that's gonna kill you, or the likelihood of that is 40%, and 60% you might make it, or 40% you could make it, and 60% you're not gonna make it. So the likelihood of you not making it is high. But you see that as I believe in myself, and I can still go through it, even though the odds of you making it are 40%.
Yeah.
That's brave. That's what he's trying to say.
Nah, bro.
You can look.
Obviously, that's brave, but I'm saying
You know this fucked up thing over there,
could
but you
al-
still push yourself to do it.
Say, always saying.
So let's say, for example, this task requires two people. You know, are you not gonna say, oh, they're brave? Because to get this task done, it's a very risky task, or maybe they gotta save something. You know, they gotta put what it said, 40% to survive. 40% you're gonna survive. 60% you might die. You know what I'm saying? But it requires two people to go. Are you gonna say that's no bravery?
What do you mean it requires two people?
Why does it require two people?
Why does it require two people?
Oh my God. Oh, let's say for example, it requires two people because as one person, you don't have you're brave to go, but you don't have let's say for example, require 4 arms to get something done. You know, it's a very risky task. You know, why you gonna say the people, because they're two, we're gonna cancel bravery, because there's 2 people, we're gonna cancel bravery.
They're not brave in that moment.
Nah. What?
So let's say the moment goes on the day.
What?
So let's say on Wednesday they do some fucked up shit. Wednesday they're not brave. They weren't brave on Wednesday, but the following day they're still brave, just not on that.
Now I'm saying this task requires 2 people to get done.
They won't be brave for the task.
So you won't say 2 brave people. You're gonna say.
Let me.
So
give
you won't
an
say 2
example.
brave people went and save.
Dino.
That,
Let me give you an
if they
example.
save them, then
Let me
they're
give you an
brave.
example.
Oh my God!
This
What?
will
If they did
correlate.
it-
This will correlate better this will correlate better with the animal, right? It's often when people get jumped, right? It's only you, 4 guys drunk. They're like, you know what? Let's jump this nigga, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're walking towards you, and then here you have two choices. Either I face these guys, or I run or go get my boys. You know, right? Let's say you're an individual who says, "Look, I think I'm strong. I think I'm brave." Right? If you fight these boys by yourself, even though they might whoop your ass, you're brave. If you run away and go get help, you're not brave. That's just how it works.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like different situation, like what I just said. How is that compared to what I just said? It requires, like I'm saying.
It requires, man.
Nah, this guy.
Listen, if there's 4 people walking towards you trying to fight you, then obviously that instance also requires 4 people on your side as well.
Not really. That's situation.
Then it's 4v4.
Nah. That one doesn't really require, because one person can take out 4 people. It's not impossible.
Really?
Yeah.
One person can take out 4 people.
Yeah, it's not impossible. If you're well trained, you can take out.
But what if it requires 4 people? It requires 4 people.
What do you mean?
Like 4 and 4.
And it's like what? Life or death situation.
Yeah.
What are the odds of one person taking out 4 people?
Depends on the person. If you're trained to it's like you said, these niggas are drunk.
Alright, let's say it's you. Yeah, it's you.
Why is he trying to put me in? Why is he trying to put me in?
Let's say
it doesn't make sense, bro.
Okay. Let me just give an example. Let's say, let's say me, KK, Kathy, and Kevin. We're lit. We see you. We're like, let's go mess with this guy, right? And then obviously, this is a bad example because you know us and shit. But like, let's say we didn't know you. There's 4 of us. There's only 1 of you.
I'm not weak, nigga.
So
I'm going down if I have to go down.
Okay, then in that instance, you're brave.
But like I'm saying,
if you go and get help,
it's like the chances of you getting fucked up is really high, but you still push through it, regardless of the results.
It's a good example for you.
All right.
You have a long tree. The top of the tree, there's a tree house the tree is really long.
Yeah.
Now, let's say for example, tsunami happened. Or earthquake happened. The tree started to shake. You know what I'm saying? The house, is about to fall down. There's a kid or 2 kids in there or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Now there's hella people down, trying to help somehow the kids to Let's say for example, the house is on fire.
Damn.
Tsunami, I'm saying. The house is on
trying
fire.
to go to the extreme, like.
The house is on fire. Yeah.
The house is on fire like a tsunami and his kids.
Yeah. There's like 3 kids.
Fire, tsunami, damn.
Well, there's no that.
You know what I'm saying? There's hella people at the bottom trying to get these kids down safely, but they don't really got time like that. The house is burning. They got hella water around them, shaking and shit. Now, one person will go up there, but it's not gonna make sense for him because it's like 3 kids. How is he gonna get 3 kids down? You know what I mean? And let's say for example, you only have like 4 minutes before the house collapse and shit. He could go up there by himself. Yes, he might save like 2 kids or maybe 1, because you have to go down and come down with them. Yes, that's bravery, but so you can't put 2 people. 2 people can't go up there. So you're not gonna say,
no
2 brave people went up there to save.
After but.
Nah, that it doesn't make sense.
It's bravery.
Bravery
there's no
can be 2 people or more.
No,
I've even seen this. I've heard this in news.
People can be brave. People can be brave, but you as an individual,
cause look,
brave. That's mentioned by the individual.
Cause as a human, you have limitations, bro. You don't have too much arms, like you can carry too much people or too much kids. You know what I mean? So it makes sense.
First of all, that example is extreme. That's some shit from a movie.
That
shit never happened.
Never
A
happened.
tsunami and a fire and a house that's in a tree.
It could happen.
Like, what kind of shit is that?
Could happen.
You know?
Could happen.
guy's died.
It could happen. That's what I'm saying.
I didn't realize I forgot the house in the tree part. I just.
It could happen. That's what I'm
You know?
saying. It could happen.
So it's extreme, like.
One person goes, that means either one kid's gonna have to die.
Then that's just the odds.
So
That's
if two
the
people
odds.
go up there,
Okay.
it's not bravery
You know,
anymore. Because
in
the other guy has to get the other
Then,
kid.
then they both become brave.
That's what I'm saying.
But it's still like
Dino,
we're talking about the
in-
individual like traits.
in all
you
these
being brave.
instances, yeah, people have two choices. It's either you face the fear by yourself,
Which they did.
or you run away. You go get help.
They're
Okay.
both facing
Listen,
the fear by
listen,
themselves.
listen.
They're not sharing it. They're not sharing it.
Listen, bro. So it's either you run away from it or you face it.
Which
Right.
they did, yeah.
If you go away from it, as soon as you leave and go get help, it's no longer bravery. When you face it by yourself, that is bravery. That's all it is.
There's a chance
It's
they can
either
all
you
die.
Dino, it's either you face it or you run.
What? It doesn't make sense to me. Four
Four people are coming towards you. 4 people are coming towards you. Okay, let's say in the instance that I was saying of being jumped or whatever, let's say there's people walking down the road over there, right? There's people walking past, and so you look over there like, okay, it's either I face these niggas, because I know they're talking shit, they're coming towards me. It's either I face them by myself or I get some help from the people walking down there. If you get help, it's no longer bravery. Obviously, someone could come and help you. Now it's 2v4, whatever, and let's say you guys defeat them.
Oh, so now what?
It's not.
Individual
It-
traits.
You can't even help
It's
me.
no bravery on
I'm
your
not brave
part.
no
It's
more.
no bravery on your
Because
part.
this nigga came to help me.
It's no
No,
bravery
it's
on your
not.
part.
You're not brave at that moment. That's all.
You
You're not brave at the
you
moment.
had fear in you. You were like, you questioned yourself.
That's
You're like,
up to you.
Okay,
Bruh.
okay. Let's say for example I didn't have fear, like I'm taking these niggas on.
Then you're brave.
Then-
I was
that's
about,
brave.
And then
Then
that
that's
nigga
brave.
pulls up.
and that's
What are you
brave.
gonna say? Oh,
That's
nah.
brave. That's
Them
brave.
together? Nah,
That's
they ain't
brave.
brave no more.
Regardless
That's
of
brave.
the
That's what
odds.
I've been saying this whole
No,
time.
no. You
Regardless
said
of the
you
odds.
leave, you go get help. You didn't.
Nah.
You didn't even try to face
Nah,
me.
I'm trying to say the house thing. The tree house.
Bro, that example.
Nah, that example-
There's already
nah,
two
nah,
people.
Nah, that was too
There's
much.
already two people.
Nah.
that example is so like.
Nah, cause like individually, yeah,
Yeah.
they're not scared. They brave. That hey, I'm going up there, I'm doing this shit.
Mhm.
The other person comes is like, yeah, I'm going up there.
Then you're brave.
That's basically
You're
what I've
brave
been saying.
because you went there by yourself, Dino. By
Oh,
yourself.
they weren't like, hey, bro, I'm gonna need no.
You're brave because you went there by yourself.
By yourself,
It's a self.
my
It's
nigga.
a. It's a.
Basically the same thing I've been saying.
No,
No,
it's not the
it's not.
same.
Two niggas are trying to save kids up there.
No. You're saying for him to not even face them and go get help is both of them are
When,
brave.
when did I say did you go get help?
You know the line example was like the fact that he didn't even face them, he went and got help, and then to come and help him, they're all brave. That doesn't work like that.
It's not brave because
It's not bravery there. You had fear.
We need
You
to
questioned
talk
your
about
own
this shit.
strength.
Let us know on the comments
Skywards.
your thoughts on this topic.
But yeah, so we're gonna conclude there.
We're gonna finish. We're gonna finish this. We're gonna finish the similar topic in the next video, or even we'll see what you guys like are gonna say in the comments. So just go ahead in the comments, see what you think about brave. If it's a personal thing or if it's whatever your thoughts.
A group thing,
group
or
thing.
let's say when a nation goes to war, yeah, if they win that battle, they're brave.
But bravery doesn't mean you always gotta win.
But in the examples that I gave you, in the examples that I gave you, the individual needed to be brave.
Yeah.
You know, because they were not in a group initially. They were not in a group. It was just them. So they needed to be brave in order.
Yeah, but brave doesn't mean you always gotta win. Whatever. You're brave to go there, yeah, but you were brave, but you lost. Doesn't mean you have to be. You ain't brave because anyone can be brave. Let's say two fighters.
So say you get beat up, you didn't actually win the fight, but just knowing the odds and you still push.
Yeah, going
through it.
against it. Yeah.
Like you got beaten up, but at the end of the day, you're brave for even getting beat up.
True.
So if anyone has some some discussion
I
or
wanna hear your thoughts.
hear your thoughts
I
about
think this nigga's a trip.
Dino's examples. If you disagree or agree,
Why are you bringing my examples?
And treehouse, fire, tsunami, nah.
fire,
Drag-
tsunami,
drag-
everything. What's
Yeah.
things?
We
No
dragged it, you
one's gonna
dragged
pull
it.
out no one.
Think about it. A tsunami's fire.
Oh.
I mean, no. A volcano.
Oh.
Nah, that's my bad. A volcano, yeah. A volcano, yeah. It's fire.
Make that
You
the
correct?
first clip, right?
Nah, exactly.
So he said his
Tsunami's
whole
It
fire.
corrupts, yeah.
What?
It corrupts, yeah.
He said his whole thing.
It hits a tree. You know,
Wait, what?
the tree's on fire.
What? So
That commotion.
so what you saying?
Nah, I
There's
just
a-
got relax.
There's a house on top of the tree, and volcano erupted and hit the house on the tree.
That's where the fire came from. Listen. See how like when he raps, yeah, she flies.
He's
You know
trying
what
to
I'm
make
saying?
sense out of it. She doesn't make sense,
It
bro.
makes sense. It makes sense.
That's a bad example.
There's water
So-
nearby. You know, little island.
Mm.
Volcano. You know, it raps. He has them flying shit. He lands in the tree. In the tree house.
Mm.
You know what I'm
The
saying?
tree house.
Yeah.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? The tree go fire. You know. Commotion, since there's water nearby, you're on a little island,
But no one come to you.
so that comes too.
Mm.
Makes sense. Makes hell sense. Anyway,
Good conversation, so you can, as we said so many times, the comments.
I said
You can-
tsunami's fire, right? I said, like what? Tsunami, nigga, did you tsunami?
I meant to say volcano.
Alright, bro, let's conclude this thing. man.
36 now.
Damn.
I hope you enjoyed the video. The next video we should come out this Saturday, so you can check. Fuck, the video come out ages. So this video will be out
Like 3 weeks from now.
yeah
or
2
something.
weeks or 3 weeks
Damn.
from now. So anyway, so the video once this video is out, the other video should be in, so you can always check down the description. Join the conversation. 36 now.
Support my brand, weak ass nigga.
Yeah, we got more with the dance moves, MISFIT with the
What this
beats.
nigga's dance move.
And then Dino with the clothing. So
Yeah.
got a new collection coming out, everything new.
New collection
Mine
coming
is
out
with this
soon.
new dance moves. I still got teasing my that shit's funny. But at the end of the day, great episode. Anyone can come and join, so blah blah.
At the end of the day, we out.
Peace out.
Coming out.